In today's video, we're checking out the Kustom Defender 5H Mod or Hot Mod 5-watt valve amplifier head and matching Kustom Defender 1x12 cabinet. The Kustom Hot Mod is an affordable, simple and vintage sounding Class A 5-watt all-tube amplifier head made for home players and studio musicians who want that cranked valve amp tone at more manageable levels. The benefit of a 5-watt amp head is you can crank it up and record some really classic valve tones without peeling the paint off the walls. Additionally, this amplifier head is extremely light, coming in at only 1.45 kilograms or 3 pounds. The cabinet is also extremely light, coming in at only 9.2 kilograms or 20 pounds. The 30-watt custom speaker in this cabinet has a very tweed vibe about it, and from what I can hear, the speaker also has some inherent speaker distortion. Towards the end, I'll show you how different it can sound paired with my Eminence Texas heat speaker, so stay tuned for that. Before we get into it, a huge thank you to DI Music in Australia for sending this out for the review. I really appreciate it. I'll post some links through to where you can find it in Australia and other parts of the world down in the description if you want to check it out in your part of the world. Let's get into it. Let's check out some of the clean tones that you can get out of this amp. Now, being that it's a low watt valve amplifier, the best thing to do is always work your volume control. If you turn down, it's going to clean up more. If you turn all the way up and really start digging in, it's going to give you a lot back, more than just a clean tone. So always keep that in mind. Let's take a quick listen. Up next, I want to show you some dirty and classic rock style sounds just by cranking up the volume control. This is an extremely easy amp head with this cabinet to get that really tube driven overdrive sound. Again, if you turn down, it's going to clean up a lot more, but if you wind up and you really rock out, you can get some pretty cool tones. Let's have a look. Up next, I want to show you the bass response control. I'm going to play the same thing 4 times so you can get a sense of how the EQ varies in each position. Let's take a listen. let's try the amplifier head going into a different speaker, because I know not everyone will love the tone of this speaker cab. To my ear, it's a little bit on the bright side. So what I'm going to do is show you how great it sounds going into the cabinet on my Marshall over here, which is loaded with an Eminence Texas heat speaker. But I'm going to start by showcasing the difference with exactly the same settings going into this custom cabinet and then into the Marshall. Let's have a look. As you can hear, the Texas heat speaker, to my ear at least, sounded way better, as it should. It's a really premium speaker, but it goes to show you that the speaker will give you drastically different results. If you want to put a vintage 30 in there, you're going to get a very different sound to what's already loaded in this speaker box. But the benefit of this is it's nice and light. So if you do plan on changing speakers or running this amp into a different cab, you'll get vastly different results than what you're hearing with this cabinet right here. Alrighty, no test of a 5-watt amp is complete unless we dime it on 10. So here goes. I'm going to start with my volume control down and showcase the types of dynamic you can get by working your volume control on the guitar. What I'm recording now is back on the custom 1x12 cab. Let's talk about the amplifier head to begin with. What I really love about it is its build quality. It's a full valve amplifier, no digital effects or anything. So you plug in, you turn it up, and you get a great tone. I love the tone of it going through the Texas heat, which may mean that I'm going to re-review the head going through a few different speakers. Let me know if you want to see that in the comment section. But this speaker box is pretty good in terms of its build quality. It looks cool and it's nice and light. I don't love the speaker for my kind of sound. It's a little bit on the edgy and harsh sounding side, but I really want to showcase how it sounds and then also compare it up against my Eminence Texas heat speaker, because I wanted people to realize that it's nothing to do with my mic technique. I've been doing this for years, so I know how to mic up a cab, and it's inherently very bright. But as a beginner getting into a setup like this, it will definitely do the job. You can tame the top end by using your tone controls on your guitar. That will help you, but inherently this is so much brighter and thinner than some of the other speakers I've got in my collection here. So just keep that in mind. But the great news is, if you like this particular setup and it's within your price point, you could always upgrade the speaker in the cab if you so choose down the track. And the amp itself isn't too bright. It's the speaker giving it that particular sound. But overall, it's a great little setup for people getting into it. And if you like that old school vintage sound, you get a kick out of how it works right here. I didn't miss my reverb, didn't miss any of it. It works, what can I tell you? If you want to check it out, I'll link it down below. Thanks again, catch you soon. See ya.